All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at DGP Monday. I know that I did not post the video. I did it on purpose so that we would, again, review and be ready to go. We do have a DGP quiz tomorrow over Monday. Taylor, I'll probably have you take it just to see where you're at and not necessarily hold the grade against you. Does that make sense? No. So, having said that, if you click over here to the right, remember you have your bank. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this actually. Set the zoom key. No. Okay, so looking at the bank, right? Once you click on it, it has a drop down. How many nouns do we need to find? How many? What?
Two common nouns, one proper noun.
Two common nouns, one proper noun. Anybody find some nouns? What you got, Alex? Halls, Kendra, and Locker. You just put small n's above all those? Okay, so Kendra is a capitalized N. It's a proper noun, right? Where did you get that information from again? DGP help notes. Okay, were you able to find those today, Taylor? Okay, I know it's your first time doing it, so let's take a minute to find those. All right, I'll move my Google Classroom over here. Looking at classwork, if you go all the way down to your classroom materials, DGP help notes are right there, okay? And once you bring it up, it actually walks you through what you're looking for on Monday. Does that make sense? And again, if you have questions like, what am I doing? Where do I find this stuff? Almost everything we do will be from something like this. It'll have a format that we'll follow, okay? So, looking at nouns, person, places, or things, we did find those. Little n for locker and for halls, and then a capitalized N, which because it's a proper noun for Kendra, right? So again, for everyone, this is where you find it for your DGP quiz. This is where you find it for your DGP. All right. Now, looking at our next thing, what do we have to find next after our proper nouns? 3 adjectives. Somebody give me an adjective. What you got, Connie? The, are we going to put ADJ above the? We put art because it's an article, right? So if you look at your DGP help notes, and we didn't find any pronouns, right? There were no pronouns because that's counted on our nouns. We go down to adjectives. ADJ is descriptive words, right? And we have one that'll have ADJ, but then we have 2 today that have article above it, don't we? What are the 3 words that are articles? A, and the. So what's our other article we need to find? And, right? So we click above and, change it to art, don't we? Does that part make sense so far? Taylor, anyone involved? Questions? No? What's our one adjective then? Huh? Hurrying is not an adjective. It's one of our weird ones today. What do you got, Kyler? Huh? Not through. What you got, Jacob or Jake? Open. It's describing what type of locker you have. So it's an open locker. It's not a blue locker. It's not a closed locker. It's not a locked locker. It's an open locker. All right. What do we find next in our bank? 2 prepositions. Remember, a preposition is how a cat can relate to a chair. How a cat can relate to a chair every time. Okay. So if you put in a description, or you could just look for the list of words, but it tells you how a cat can relate to a chair. All right. Through, a cat can go through a chair. Okay, so can a cat go through a chair? Yes, it can. Okay, it might be under a chair. Don't go home and test to see if your cat can actually be thrown through a chair. Don't do that. Which one's prep? I'm old and can't see. We're gotta go back up. Right there, got it. All right. So we had another preposition mentioned. What did you say one was? Ran is not. Into. I heard a lot of you say into right away. Can a cat go into a chair? Yes, a cat can go into a chair. All right. So we have 2 words left, and we have a participle and a verb. What the heck is a participle? It has an ing at the end. So it's similar to a gerund, right? So if we go down here to verbal, and it has participle. What does it say a participle is? Someone that can read it. Remember, I'm old. A verb acting like an adjective. So, Christian, you kept saying hurrying was an adjective. You're not wrong. But in this case, it's a verb acting like an adjective. Okay. Remember, I'm old. Is that participle? All right. So participle it is. We have 1 word left. Ran is a verb. Now be careful. It's not an adverb. Remember to check your DGP notes. Look at your verbs. We have an action, helping, or linking. Action, past. How do we know it's past? It's in past tense. Remember that the present tense is run. Kendra would be running, or Kendra can run into an open locker. All right, DGP Monday. Any questions, concerns? Taylor, you're new to this. Do you have any questions? Is this a foreign language to you? Okay. Did you do this at Park Hills at all? Yep.